シンガポールには100以上のホーガーがあるんですが、今日は一切話題にならないやつに行ってみます。Not tourists and surprisingly not even many locals. This place is actually one of the oldest hawker centers in Singapore. Everything here feels frozen in time. The tiles, the stalls, and even the price. Viking says a hidden gem near Mountbatten, a very old school hawker center with lots of tasty food and at yesteryear prices. Thanks to Viking, I'm very excited. So today I'm going to explore this hidden hawker center and see if this place is really one of Singapore's best kept food secrets. And we are here, Block 4A Jalan Batu Hawker Centre. シンガポールに7年以上住んでますが、初めて来たし、聞いたこともありませんでした。Nearest MRT is Mountbatten, and I think one reason why it remains lesser known is that most people just go to Old Airport Road Hawker Centre, which is the more famous hawker center just nearby. But today we're skipping the popular one and trying this, the hidden spot instead. Whoa, this is pretty new. So it's not really open concept. I think they don't want the birds to come inside, so we're gonna have to pass through this. Reminds me of the Singapore Zoo. There's one section in the zoo that you're gonna have to pass by this. Oh, this is so cool. Even the train return point is fully bird protected, like fully. First impression is pretty empty. It seems like not all stalls are opened, and there's a random panty or pajama that belongs to I don't know who. I'm liking it so far. Upstairs is the market and downstairs is the hawker center. Birds are still, they are still breaking inside. How? Because it's pretty darn bird proof, but somehow I think they found a way to go inside. It almost feels bizarre and a bit eerie, thinking how much work is done to prevent the birds from coming inside. This hawker center is relatively under the radar, but many Google reviews are positive and it seems like I can find many good food. You can really feel the history here because this hawker center was built in 1969, making it over 50 years old today. Many residents here are long-time locals, giving the place a very old-school community vibe. Okay, enough talking, let's eat. So size-wise, it seems like it's smaller than typical hawker centers. It has around 36 stalls and 30 wet market stalls above. But oh my gosh, fried fish head beeping $5, kaya toast set $3.60, bok choy mein $3.50, wonton mee $4. It seems like many dishes here fall in the $3 to $5 range, which is considered incredibly affordable nowadays. First stall is Wan Lao Wu, Chicken King. This stall is quite interesting. They have wonton mee chicken rice and even something called the lemon chicken rice and even Chinese herbal soups. Hello, can I have the wonton mee and lemon chicken rice? Have it here. From this stall, I got the lemon chicken rice and wonton mee, each for $4. And it seems like the value is really good, especially the wonton mee. I see a lot of meat, and the wonton soup were 3 wontons. All right, let's mix everything up. Cheers! Wow, the char siu is great, and whoa, it's pretty spicy. Yeah, very spicy. But the noodles, wow, I love how it's perfectly cooked, al dente, springy, and I love the char siu. It may not be the most tender because they use lean meat and it's pretty fat, but the flavor, beautiful, beautiful honey-like sweetness. And again, I appreciate the portion. So much meat for $4 only. シンガポールでハマったグルメの一つです。めちゃくちゃうまい。Next up, the wonton soup. Tastes so hearty, delicious. Try the wontons. Oh, I love that. The skin is smooth, not too thick. And I appreciate that it doesn't really taste that processed. Correct me if I'm wrong, but $4 for this, isn't it like one of the cheapest in Singapore? If you know a cheaper one with similar quantity, let me know in the comment section because I think this is pretty affordable. Alright, next up, their lemon chicken rice. They do have normal chicken rice, but I thought this was quite unique. I see deep fried chicken and lettuce with some kind of mayonnaise and I believe lemon sauce. So let me start from the rice. Cheers! The rice is pretty perfect. I love how it's moist, chewy next to chicken. I feel like I'm eating the junkier version of chicken rice. It's nice. But I don't really taste the lemon yet, so let me try it with the sauce. Now it feels like I'm eating a completely different dish. It's more of a mayonnaise type of sauce, but there's a hint of lemon. And dang, it goes so well with the deep fried chicken. Let me dip it in the chili. The chili is really nice, super spicy and just so delicious. And shout out to the auntie, she's very kind. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up and let's eat more. Next, I'm trying Ice Western. It's a Western style that seems quite popular among the locals. And oh my god, the price here is quite affordable too. You can get it all day special, the chicken chop rice for $5 only. Western のストールって結構高いので本来はもう奇跡ですよ。I'm gonna get the standard set. You can choose the main from chicken chaw, chicken cutlet, grilled fish, and etc. And choose 2 sides from here and the sauce. Okay, I got 2 menus from that stall and oh my gosh, the most popular one is closed. It's called Kimchi Tanjong Brew Wonton Mi. I heard it's a pretty popular chain, but they originated here. Closed till March 11. So sad, but maybe next time. Alright, starting out from the chicken chop at Ice Western. This is a new stall, so they were having an opening promo, so I got this for $5 only. The usual price is $6.50, so that's still cheap, you know, because I would say the standard price elsewhere should be like $7 to $8. Cheers! Classic. I really have nothing to say, you know, like the chicken's tender, moist, the gravy is flavorful. $5 for this is such a great deal. The whole sauce tastes very fresh. And the fries? Fries are okay, but the hero is of course the chicken. I don't know when the promo will end, and unfortunately it's not halal as they also serve pork chop, but I'm pretty satisfied with this. Okay, next up their beef bolognese. I got this for $6.80. And this one, also the portion quite huge. I see a lot of chunks of beef, tomato, and it's very saucy. I like how it's very hot, it's al dente, but the sauce, it feels a bit too wet for me, so it doesn't really stick to the noodles. So when I take a slurp, not much flavor, so I feel like I need a spoon to taste. But again, I appreciate the price, $6.80 for this, and plenty of beef. And when I say plenty of beef, I mean it. There's a lot. It's quite unusual for a hawker stall. Actually, let me try to order in perfect Chinese. 你好，1号，小的干的，1号小的干的面，米粉面。红棉和米粉。哦，这个看这个啦。这个米粉面啦谢谢。I will say that was a massive success, but I'll be honest, near the end I had no clue what he was saying, so I just ended up saying But please comment, Gib, you are doing great if you appreciate my effort. Alright, next off, 31 prawn noodle. So I'm so happy I got my order successfully done in Chinese. So I asked for the thick yellow noodles and the thin beef noodles. これは裏技ですね。ミックス実はできます。So topping wise, there are 4 half-piece prawns. So that makes it 2 prawns, fish cake, kangkong, and pork meat. I would say it's pretty generous for $5. Look at this. I love this hawker center. Everything is just good portion, good price. Alright, give it a good mix. Cheers! So I usually like to order the soup, so I can't really give a fair comparison, like how this compares to other stalls. But the prawn flavor is not so strong. Maybe I have to drink the soup. Oh yeah, this looks thick. I guess this is how it works now. You gotta eat together with the noodles to get that full prawn flavor. Drink the soup. I don't know, I still prefer the soup version. Let me try the prawns. Whoa, that's very fresh, super plump and snappy. Overall, this is a very decent bowl of prawn mee, and again, $5. I appreciate that price. There are so many ingredients inside. I feel like it's a great deal. Wow, there's a queue. This is the stall with the longest queue today, and it is called Honki Chicken Rice. So this is quite unique. So after choosing what meat you want, you can choose from steamed chicken rice, roast chicken rice, duck rice, roast pork rice. Then you get to choose your own side dishes. It's almost like a fusion of chicken rice and economy rice stall. So I got the steamed chicken, and from the sides, egg and veggie. Okay, let me try the rice. I prefer the previous one I tried. That one had more flavor. But how's the chicken? tender, it has a nice saltiness, and the fatty part melts. Wow, the chicken's really good. Okay, next, the interesting part, the economy rice section. Let's try from the egg. That's very eggy. And I forgot to mention the price. It's only $4.70 for this. That is incredibly affordable for, look at all this meat and another protein, which is the egg. Okay, let's try this veggie. Sai. And please do not get overly sensitive to my usage of sai. Sai means vegetable in jipun, not poop. But overall, a solid chicken rice, and again, for only $4.70, this feels like a great deal. Ooh, look what I found. Kampong pancake. Thank you. So this stall specializes in Min Jiang Kueh, which is Singapore's traditional flour cake. I got the black sesame and peanut, $1.40 each. And I'm pairing it with my kopi. Okay, starting off from the black sesame. Cheers. 식감 dorayakiっぽい, but actually much more moist. Oh, this tastes so natural. I love how it's not too sweet. Typically, I will go to Munchie for Min Jiang Kueh, but this is less sweet. ほんでシンガポールはコピと一緒に。And the next one is the peanut butter. It's much more saucy. Look at that. Really a peanut overload. They put actual real peanut and then some kind of peanut sauce. Wow, perfect with my kopi. And that wraps up my experience at one of Singapore's least known hawker centers. Honestly, I had so much fun, so much good food. I love how it's pretty affordable and it's quiet, you know. It never really got crowded. Because again, people, I think they just go to the bigger ones like the old airport food center. So this remains kinda lesser known, kinda under the radar. I really like the flavor and the portion and the price of the wonton mee I had at the first stall. And don't forget the $5 chicken chop. That is a great deal. If you know a hawker center in Singapore that's lesser known than this, let me know in the comment section. If you came here, let me know the food I missed. Let me know your favorite stall. If you are coming, I recommend you to visit when the popular stalls are open, like the Tanjong Rhu Wonton Mee and the famous curry rice. Unfortunately, they were closed when I came. You know, it's crazy, even after living here for 7 years, I still have so much to discover. I've never even heard about this place, so I hope you enjoyed this one. Have a good day, guys. Jipung Lam Vao Liao. Goodbye.